Oh, why hello there. It's been a minute. How are you? I hope you're doing great. Okay, so we're all familiar with losing money, and as fun as this might be, let's try and actually make some money with covered calls. So for the following month, I will sell weekly covered calls on one stock and see how much money we made in the end. And maybe you'll learn some new tricks on the way. Let's go. Okay, so for this to work, we need some capital to begin with. I know, right? Shocking. Well, in order to sell a covered call, we need to have 100 shares of the stock. So I got my eye here on FCEL, which stands for Fabulous Cats Eating Lasers. And even though this stock has been falling in the past couple of weeks, it looks like it would meet some resistance at $6, and I'm guesstimating it will stay within that range for some time, which makes this a perfect setup for covered calls. So let's buy 100 shares. Okay, let's go to buy here, input 100, price 617, that's good. We would need about $617 to make this transaction. Click buy and done. Very nice. And now that we have 100 shares, let's head on to the option chain and take a look at the premiums. By the way, today is Tuesday, August 3rd, and this right here are the options expiring August 6th, which is this Friday. They don't have much value at this point, so we are going to sell a covered call for the following week. So let's choose here August 13th, and here they are. Look at them juicy premiums, yes. So make sure you're on the call sell tab here and then pick a strike price that you are okay to sell your shares at expiration date in case the share price is above your set strike price. That was a mouthful. Very easy. So we bought our shares at $6.17, right? The reasonable thing to do here is to sell a covered call at the strike of $6.50. You would collect $20 in premium plus the additional capital gain. But we're not going to do that. We are going to sell the $6 strike price for a premium of $40. And you might be thinking, oh well, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Because if at expiration the share price is above $6, then I just sold my shares at a lower price than what I bought them for. And you're right, that could happen. But here's the catch. Because we are collecting $40 for this call, which is 40 cents per share, technically we are selling our 100 shares at the price of $6.40. So if we do some quick math here, 640 divided by 617, that's a return of 3.7% in a span of exactly 10 days. I mean, that's not bad at all. Or is it? I don't know. Also, another good reason I'm doing this is in case the share price goes lower, say below $6, then this $40 in premium can offset my base price. So if I paid $617 for the shares, now I'm extracting $40 and that gets to $577 or $5.77 per share. That's a lot of sevens. I hope that's not too confusing with all the sevens and all. Okay. Let's regroup in a week or so and see how this has unfolded. And ooh-wee, man, what a roller coaster, let me tell you. So a few days after we bought those shares, the price of the stock went to about $8 per share. But of course, I couldn't sell them at that price because our shares were locked in as collateral for the covered call. So you see, this is the main downside when selling covered calls. I don't want to say you could lose, but more of a you could miss on higher profits. There's no point in beating yourself up though you're still making money. What I would suggest is you initially buy, say, 120 shares. That way, if the stock does go up a lot, you could sell those additional 20 shares and benefit from the said upside. I should have done that myself, I know, but it just slipped my mind at that moment. Anyway, we got our call here that is expiring today, and it has lost some of its value. The best course of action here is to roll out, which means buying this call back and in the same order ticket sell another one with a different expiration date but keeping the same strike price. Let's do that. We are buying this, then selecting the next week's expiration date and then selling at the same strike price of $6. For doing this, we are collecting a credit because the covered call that we are selling has more value than the call we are buying. We could of course roll out and up, which means you would choose a higher strike price for the new call. If I do that here, I would have to pay about $7, but there are cases when you could also receive a credit for rolling up. We're not going to complicate ourselves too much here. I'm going to keep the same strike price at $6 and collect my $15, and that's it. If this moment right here is a bit too confusing, don't worry about it. We are going to put these numbers in a spreadsheet in just a minute, and it will be much easier to track all these numbers. Today is Friday, September 3rd. It has been exactly 1 month since I bought those 100 shares. And just to recap real quick on what happened in the past weeks, the price of FCEL stayed within the $6 range and I was on a roll. Pun definitely intended, but basically every Friday I did the same thing I did last time. I would roll out my covered call for the same strike price and get a credit. This is a screen recording of me doing that. One time I received $20 and for the last rollout I received $16. Okay, sweet. Now let me put all these numbers in a spreadsheet as I promised so we can all see what type of shenanigans I was up to all this time. So right off the bat I spent $617 to buy the shares and then sold them for $600, losing $17. We sold the covered call collecting $40 and then rolled it out on expiration, which means we bought it back for let's see here, $32 and sold another one for $47, and as you can see the difference between 47 and 32 is that $15 in credit that we received. And overall for this covered call we got what, $40 minus 32, that's $8. Then on the next rollout we bought this for $3 and sold another one for $23. And on the final rollout, which was last week, we bought this for $31 and sold one for $47. And this call has expired today in the money. I didn't roll it out, which means that our shares were sold. By the way, you don't have to do anything at this point. Robinhood does this for you automatically. As you can see, this was my balance during the day, and after hours I got $600 more. So overall, if we sum all this up, we get a profit of $74. And if we divide that by our initial capital of $617, that comes up to about 12% in 1 month. Now I know what you're gonna ask. Okay, smart guy, is this sustainable though? Absolutely not. If the share price would have gotten way down, then I wouldn't be able to sell covered calls with so much premium. I got fairly lucky that the price stayed within the $6 range, so obviously this strategy will work best on neutral or slightly bullish environment. And of course, you want to do this with a stock that you don't mind owning long term. I hope you liked this video. If you have any points or questions, leave them in the comments, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Good luck.